All right, so I'd be really surprised if we don't have like a really notable move to the upside here at the end of the day. It's not my best reading. You know, we had this high at the beginning of the day, which I expected. I made about 200 bucks with this trade, but then I got into some nasty business over here. I opened up, where was it? Like opening up along here. We were expecting a high, and it ended up being a peak. And then there was another peak. Interesting. But we're in this decline, it looks like here, that ends with a fast move higher, and there's a breakout card there that we haven't really seen the gain energy, and it is kind of overlapped into the last hour. So I think there's probably a pretty notable move here. Also, it didn't occur to me until I saw the black line. We got low enough to see the black line. The unicursal nullified. We have a unicursal hexagram near the low, or a price level near the low. Most likely there's a big move out of the low, kind of canceling out the decline that took us into the low. And I don't think it's on Monday morning. I think it's probably here at the end of the day. If it's not here at the end of the day, then much more likely Monday morning. But I do expect this to open lower on Monday. If you're new to TikTok, guys, we're doing free question and answers, stock market and crypto related questions. Feel free to ask any question, guys. I'm going back and forth between YouTube and TikTok. Again, we're still pretty new to TikTok. We've been live streaming on YouTube for quite some time. Now we're doing both. So bear with us as we kind of learn the process here, but we are doing question and answers, anything stock or crypto related. You can ask questions that aren't stock and crypto related if you want, but I mean, I specialize in those two things. Nobody has nearly the same accuracy as me. I'm not right all the time. Like this peak, I expected to be much higher, wasn't as high. But with that said, we are still coming up on some pretty, I mean, it's still pretty solid reading. It's just, this didn't end up being a high as expected. I still think there's a pretty big move there. Pretty big move there. I'm not sure if you guys are asking questions. I'm not seeing any messages on TikTok. Do me a favor, guys on TikTok, since we're still trying to figure out if this works, could somebody go to YouTube and message me? If you're messaging me and I'm not seeing it, go to YouTube and let me know that. Because I see people joining, but I'm not seeing any messages on TikTok. Yeah, I mean, a ton of people joining, but no questions. This doesn't make any sense. Well, in any case, there might be something bugged here on TikTok. I'm not sure, unless nobody's asking questions, which I highly doubt out of 262 people, 324 people. So if it looks like it's bugged, if you guys are interested, you can check us out. We're live on YouTube right now, Tarot for Traders on YouTube. We're doing free questions and answers. We do that every day between 3 and 4 p.m. every trading day, I should say. God, let this be the turnaround. My God, please. Guys, I'm not sure if it looks like TikTok is not showing me the messages that people are sending. My apologies for that. In any case, so we're looking for this turnaround here. If you're new to the channel, guys, the green ellipses that I put on the charts are usually, that's where I expect there to be a peak or a crest. It doesn't happen all the time. This one's kind of a long shot at this point. But the red ellipses are where I see like a trough or bottom forming. Green ellipses are peaks or crests. Oh, there we go. Hey, Adam, will XRP moon? Is that like some term that I don't know? Or do you mean to the moon? User, can you, user 833, please specify what you mean by moon? Adam will XRP moon. Hey Robert, hey Tarot, the Tarot Trading Master Guru, and it was luck. Appreciate it. Will SPY have higher price levels in July relative to current price, and will BTC have a higher high in July relative to June? Yeah, that's what I thought. That is an affirmative. XRP should be at like $10 by let me see here. Yeah, by the end of 2025, it should be greater than $10. And it is going to see a pretty big move here in the year of 2024. If you're just hopping on, guys, we're live every day, every trading day between 3 and 4 on YouTube, TikTok, Insta, all these things. The main place to go is our YouTube channel, Tarot for Traders. It's like tarot like the cards, FOR, traders like stock traders, Tarot for Traders. Every day between 3 and 4 on trading days. Am I missing it? All right. Yeah, so this unicursal hexagram at the end of the month of June, and then the Ace of Discs there in early July, it looks like there's a lot of price movement to the downside. There's going to be new highs again, like highs that we saw, we'll see again, maybe in September, but very, very likely, if not in September, we should see it in the last quarter. By the end of the last quarter, there should be this notable move to the upside. That's XRP if you just hopped on. Nice dump on Amazon. Good time to go long. Literally just closed that one. Looking at June and July for Amazon. So it looks like there's probably more decline into the early part of Monday the 1st, but midday, out of that decline, midday out of a trough, there should be a really big move to the upside to a peak. So yeah, I mean, you could probably get into a long position here. This purple here is a correlation to the Princess of Cups. Might do like a partial long there and then see what happens Monday morning. Wow. So annoying. Well, we are pretty ripe for a turnaround here, just gotta say, based on chart perspective. We're doing free question and answer. Anybody on TikTok that's interested? Kind of new to TikTok, so you have to bear with us while we kind of figure out how to do it quickly. Also, I have been doing like live trade alerts all day long today. If you're interested in live trade alerts, you go to the website tarotfortraders.com. It should be set up now. Let's make sure it's set up. Yes, Discord alerts right here. You get stock, index, crypto, or both. Stock or crypto, 75. Both is 150. But you're basically getting like trade information as like in real time as it becomes relevant. Can you guide on UPST and IWM? When will they rally? All right, let's see. UPST. If you're just hopping on the TikTok, we're doing free question and answer, stock crypto related questions, although we can answer any questions really. All right, so UPST, start of a next major multi-day rally. Oh, and if you're not familiar with the website, guys, we've got all this information that compiled over 20 years. This is all very relevant information, very relevant specifically to trading. And you can go in and you can look at any card. Yeah, September 21st to December 20th. That's when it's looking like the big rally for UPST. And then IWM. Are you serious? My God. There's that unicursal. This would be the time to get in. I think right here. If you have the risk tolerance, buy long here. Either close it at the end of the day. If we don't have that pop, then I would say you'll have opportunity here on the first. It looks like we probably come back to that true price level, which we saw. Where is it? I could have sworn I saw it. Well, there's this true price level here on the marked off um, on the chart, and I think we would come back to that at least around here at the high on the first. But there's probably a sharp drop here over the weekend, is my sense. But man, it's kind of tricky because that unicursal is nullified. What was really pulling my attention is this double X and the Labradorite, double X, Labradorite. Oh, and then it's the Priestess card there as well. Priestess card here. This might be a failed trade though at this point if we continue going lower like that. I mean, RSI wise, we're really oversold. Even on a 5-minute, even on a 15-minute chart. Here we go. Come on. Let that be it. What else we got here? How many trade alerts are you doing per day approximately? I mean, it's like I'm guaranteeing like one or two I'm guaranteeing one or two good trades like a week, but I'm doing a lot more than that. Like I've been like commenting pretty much all day. There was like 3 or 4 trades that could have been made. It's just this last one that's been giving me a hard time. The other trades today were all solid. But it does look like we're in the midst of that move back up. I just hope it's a solid move. It should be because there's a breakout here. When will Bitcoin dump stop? All right, so there we go. We're in that. Like I said, we were going to come back down and revisit the low from today, somewhere between here and here. Hard to say if it'll be at the bottom end at the wick or if it'll be at the candle itself at the bottom. But this is opportunity here. Yeah, tomorrow's a little tricky, but by the 30th there should be that big move to the upside, and we're going to reach for a distant resistance. So somewhere within this green ellipse. So you could buy in here, maybe buy a partial short, and then as we go lower, if we go lower, add to it. I mean, a partial long, excuse me, buy a partial long, and as we go longer, add to it in anticipation of the 30th. But I mean, it's pretty bullish for Bitcoin in July. We got the breakout victory card as the overall theme. So we're answering question and answer, free question and answer for stock and crypto. If anybody's interested on TikTok, we're kind of new to it. Can I guide on Apple? We actually have Apple on a monthly basis coming out in September. We've got Apple, we've got Theta, Delta Airlines, and there's one more I can't remember. Those are the like the one-offs, and then obviously we've got those 6 tickers that we cover every month: Bitcoin, XRP, Shibcoin, Tesla, Google, Amazon. Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's a trough right on the cusp, so I probably wouldn't buy into Apple here. This doesn't look like a good place, even from a technical standpoint. It doesn't look like a good place to buy into Apple. SPY and BTC? Oh, will SPY have higher price levels in July? No, I'm getting all these messed up. Let's see where I put my S&P. So this high right here is really kind of speculative. I think when I did the reading for this, I was incorrect on this because we have lowest lows here in the first 2 months, and this could easily have indicated a lowest low instead of a highest high. Hard to say, but it's kind of like price swings in the out of June and into July. Multiple failed attempts to break the resistance, and then. I don't think so. Let me see. I don't think there's a higher price level. Let's see what the cards have to say. Actually, I do see a higher price level in July than in comparison to where we are right now on SPY. So I would say this rally into the close, I would probably close at the close out of long positions, just to be on the safe side. But we got a ways higher to go first. And then Bitcoin will have a higher high in July. Yeah, Bitcoin's really bullish in July. Hey Joe, does silver go higher? Let me take a look. Next week, hard to say if it's next week, but it does go higher into July. Probably next week at some point, and if it's not next week, it would be the beginning of the following week that we go higher. But you want to be very careful because when we go into August, we probably have a year's low in there. The Science card is a very toppy kind of card. The Labradorite is a very toppy kind of reverse clairvoyant anchor. If you're just hopping on, we're doing free question and answers, stock related questions mostly, but we answer any kind of questions really. You're welcome, Joe. Kind of quiet today, guys. We'll probably roll early. If you got any questions, let me know. And if you're new to the channel, we're on live stream every trading day between 3 and 4 p.m. Man, watching the S&P is like watching a pot boil. Timas. Okay, so it looks like we're kind of hanging out around this high here next week. That's the overall trend, the science card. And then as far as by the day, whoa, really bullish. Okay, so we successfully established support on Monday. Big move to the upside on Tuesday, pushing the upper end of a range higher with a breakout on Wednesday. So we should be at new highs basically. And then we decline. That breakout doesn't hold on Wednesday. We decline on Thursday, but the decline ends with a fast then move higher. And then there's a lot of price change on Friday. It's the Ace of Discs. Looks like a decline followed by an unexpected move to the upside there on Friday. That's Timas or T-Mobile. Whoa, appreciate it, Joe. Thank you so much. And then IWM. Advised to be cautious with that IWM. Probably some sideways rotation and up and down, kind of back and forth, tricky behavior for the, overall for the week. Yeah, this one's not looking nearly as good as T-Mobile. T-Mobile looked super bullish at the beginning of the week. On Monday, for IWM, we've got a resistance level that's highlighted that we've failed to break through many times. Well, I mean, it could be any one of these, really. Let's see. Probably up here. On Tuesday, there's a rally offering opportunity to close along, open up a short. We have erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level on Wednesday with revisiting of a crest that was a past opportunity. On Thursday, we've got sideways fluidity along support, so equal amounts of bulls and bear inflow and outflow. And then we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance on Friday that is then followed by a decline through key support. What's important to know about that resistance level that we failed to break through is that there's the support that it looks like we established on Thursday. We probably end up breaking down through that instead of breaking up through the resistance. My birthday's on the 4th of July, actually. AMC, look, end of July. One sec, let me see where we're at. I want more than that. Let's go. Yeah, important day to be born for sure. I'm not so sure that was like chance. I think I probably picked that for some reason in like before I came into this physical world. So if you just hopped on the TikTok, we're answering free yes or no questions, or not yes or no questions. We're answering question and answers are free. So we're turning around here again. Jesus, what is going on? Well, matter of fact, this is a brief peek that's easily missed. So I would probably exit here, guys. Not the best day. Good trades at the beginning of the day, but that last one became pretty ugly. And I would probably exit out of here because we've got what? 3 minutes left and 7 minutes left, and I see it's opening lower on the first. I could be wrong and we open higher, but either way there's a really sharp drop on the first. Into midday, it looks like. So I don't want to be bullish on the first, that's for sure. Yeah. So on the first, right, we likely opened lower in the pre-market, and then there's a establishment of support with some side rotation and a big move to the upside in the pre-market. That's followed by probably an equal move back down around the open. And then there's a lot of volatility in the first half hour in the midst of that decline taking us into a trough. So that volatility, yeah, so the resistance level that's highlighted here, it's important on a multi-day scale here in the first half hour. I would look to open up a short there, and you could close that short midday, opening up a long, and close the long at the end of the day when we return back to that resistance level. AM, AT, and CAT. I'm getting that prudence card again for this one, so this is going to be a tricky one next week as well from the standpoint of by the day. AMAT is sideways. E3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level on Monday, confirming a bullish trend. That bullish trend takes us into a key resistance on Tuesday. That resistance is important on a multi-day scale, and there's a lot of volatility. We should decline out of that resistance and return back to it if not on the same day, the following day with the Swiftness card, which is a fast sudden move higher on a multi-day scale. On Thursday, we revisit a support level that was recently a past opportunity with a period of sideways rotation and then a drop that'll stand out in that sideways rotation. And then we have more sideways rotation along key support on Friday. We rise to meet the nearest resistance, fall back down, and continue rotating sideways. Not the best one for a bullish trade, if you ask me. Cat. You gonna come up, Goof? Yeah? Alright, give me a sec, Goof. Alright, this one's volatile as well. Next week we've got a period of volatility and a sharp drop that'll stand out in that period of volatility. Alright, buddy. Yes, I love you too. You're a good boy, Hermie. Alright, by the day. You're such a face licker. We got resistance level on the first with a lot of volatility declining out of it, and then we return back to it. I mean, not the first, on Monday. And then we return back to it either on Monday or the following day. Whoa, that's crazy with the Swiftness card. Fast sudden move higher. On Wednesday, we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance, a decline, and followed by a decline through key support on a multi-day scale. A lot of price change on Thursday. The Ace of Discs. So we should see a lot of price change surrounding an important price level or an important support level on a multi-day scale. And then significant trade opportunity on Friday. We got the Fool card. Looks like off of a peak, we sell off pretty hard through multiple support levels. You could probably pull along on Cat and close out of it on Tuesday. All right, guys, any last questions before I roll? Let me know now. All right, my friends, with that said, I'm going to roll. If you're new to the channel, super important that you follow the rule of karma. When you profit from this information, we ask that you... What the hell, man? My computer is like bugging out today. There must be like solar flares or something, because there's so much wacky stuff going on today. Wow. All right, so it's super important. You go to our website, Tarot for Traders, and under the Resources tab, we ask that you send 5% of the profits that you make from this information forward to one of these charities. If you don't want to send it to one of these charities, send it to another charity. Just make sure you're sending 5% forward. You're paying it forward. And then 5% of the profit should be donated back to the channel. Say thank you. Majority of the time, we're not trading. We spend too much time predicting to do trading too. So it keeps it interesting for us. It's a good way to say thank you. If you're international, best way to do that is through Wise or through crypto. If you click on the crypto link, there's a ton of QR codes for different cryptos that you can use. We will be... Oh, AMC? I did miss AMC. How does it look at the end of July? Significantly higher at one point. It's a rally that offers opportunity to open up a short close along there in July. All right, my friends, and if you don't know, we're on every trading day between 3 and 4 p.m. We don't always get on right at 3, usually like 3:20, but between 3 and 4 p.m. we're on every trading day. Free question and answers. I'll see you guys there on Monday. Have a great weekend. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys then.